Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to scramble. Well, he scrambled and scrambled. Doesn't get the ball away and is finally dropped for a sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea. I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's got it. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Motion now from the tight end. The linebacker shifting around now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
That completion sets up an important third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. Breaks out of the crowd into open space. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Well, they trust the running game on third down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on third down, and once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
Off the play fake on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. Looks like he's going to run it. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Now it's second down here. Here's the handoff. Powering through. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Got a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He stays alive. Well, he escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Running out of time in the pocket. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
So bad plays on first and second down puts them in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. Florida offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? On the ground, it's Wade. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going to try to use his legs here. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. Oh, and he's got some space here. Can he make it? Nearly took it all the way. They finally grab him. Lucky to give up field position and not points there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away, and they get points out of this possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
The Longhorns looking to cash in this red zone trip. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff to the single back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The Florida offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Ball handed to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's looking to scramble. He's swarmed by the defense.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Gators will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result. Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Longhorns will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Ball handed off. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. They're going to scramble now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Here's the 2nd down play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Bringing pressure. And all day to throw, but eventually they swallow him up. A sack. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
My gosh, the offensive line, what more can they do here? The quarterback had all kinds of time. I give credit to the secondary there for allowing that defensive front to eventually get to the quarterback for the sack.
Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. Defense is coming after him. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to start the 2nd half. Texas. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. And they get the 2nd half started with the running play.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
There's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. In the clear at the 25. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
Up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Florida. And they will claim the second half lead. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed on that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Throws a bullet to the right. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Chris, I love this attitude here. Very first drive in the national championship in the second half. See a one-on-one matchup. Trust your quarterback and receiver, and take shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. And he drops back in the gun. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
Longhorn starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Handoff running right. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a first and goal inside the 10.
He's got it near the end zone. And now the defense able to bring him down. Set up second and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. They're setting out to try the PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida offense retakes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. Well, now it's third down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive of the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's second and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And it's a bunch formation. Second down, we're going to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this quarterback puts it to the big man once again. And I'll tell you, the matchup with this tight end against this secondary, you know, if they put a corner on him, he's too small. If they put a safety on him, he's too slow. They've been able to find those one-on-one matchups and allow this tight end to have a monster game in the national title.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And, Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect...
There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Texas. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Gators offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? He'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw, and he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And that sets up a return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. The pass rush closing in. He's going to take off. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns. Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Texas. 14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
What a score by this offense. And the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves a little bit of time. And now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
Now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Number 13.
And the hands team able to recover the football. Offense takes the field. And they play keep away here. Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The game makes it second and medium. The back's got it. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. That's a design quarterback keeper. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Texas.
Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
To me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
It's a shotgun run call. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And that'll do it. We have a national champion.